Listen, before y'all ask, I'm leaving Sunday. Okay. Everything gonna be back to normal Sunday or whatever. So before y'all get the asking, I'm gonna be back Sunday, and we're gonna be back into the swing of things and or whatnot. Um, I like this because it's actually giving me Red Riding Hood realness. Um, guess I said Red Riding Hood realness, bitch. Don't hate. Anywho, good morning to all of y'all. Happy hump day or whatever. As I'm still vacationing, y'all are still sending me stuff to talk about, which is cool since I'm not really watching that much TV right now. So the more that y'all send me stuff, the better. So I totally appreciate it. Now, this came by way of Empress, and I felt this was very interesting to say the least. Evangelist Nessa. First and foremost, shout out to Ebony the Best. She has a interview with Evangelist Nessa tomorrow. Tomorrow. I can't remember the time, but she did send it to me. So once I go and I'm gonna share it and stuff like that. I do want to support her because she support me, even though she a trauma unit M. Even though she a millimeter, she still supports me. She always does. She laughs and jokes and she cackles and kikis. We have our little debates, but it's not to the extreme like the rest of them do. So shout out to her. Shout out to her interview. I'm definitely gonna go around there and show her some support, and I hope y'all do the same. That's gonna be tomorrow night. And once I get all of the details together, I'm gonna have it out there to y'all. So in lieu of that, I'm glad this came out because this gives us something new to talk about. Now I ain't finna say much because y'all know I love Evangelist Nessa. All right, y'all know that. I love Evangelist Nessa. I tell y'all all the time. She remind me so much of Joy saying, very classy, a classy lady. All right. I love Evangelist Nessa. And in my eyes, she can do no wrong, much like myself. You understand? I love her. So before y'all mellow mutts come around here with y'all foolishness, I just want to make that very clear. I love Evangelist Nessa. I do. However, I do like Mark. Mark is cool people with me. He's never disrespected me. He's never disrespected my panel. Well, not my panel, my channel. He's never, you know what I'm saying? Even when I throw my shade on my roasteries and gags, he's never took anything to no extreme with me. We follow each other. He shows me support. And I appreciate that. So for the people that want to know why I say I'm cool with Mark, that's why. He's never done anything to me. Okay, he's never done anything to me. Yes, I love Evangelist Nessa to the ground, but he's never done anything to me. So that's why I have no issues with him. Now, do I approve a lot of the things that he does? No. Do I approve a lot of the things that he has said, especially when it came to Evangelist Nessa? No. But at the same time, am I'm gonna sit up here and act like, do I feel like that he's praying around in the bushes, like with ski mask on, or with the little gothic stuff all on his face? Like, I Matt, look, because I don't even want to do that. I'm about to let you guys listen to what Miss Nessa had to say. She did an interview recently, and it was some things that she brought up, some safety concerns that she brought up to production. This is what she say. Some safety concerns that she brought up to production and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna undo my mic and I'm gonna let you guys hear what she has to say or whatever the case may be. And I'm just gonna let y'all be the judge. So here you go.
And in the post that he made, he also alleged that you and Mark dated and also you were allegedly helping him pay for his child support. What are your thoughts on that? I have never, the men that I've been around in my life, they stay out of what they call women business. You know what I'm saying? So I've never seen
just say it like this. Some of these men, some of these men on this show, I just don't know. You know, first of all, you've never seen me with this person.
Yeah.
I've never been to any family gatherings or anything. I've never been around you with this person or anything. So you know, and if I had, which I didn't, but if I had, what business is it of yours?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that was thrown out there.
Yeah.
To sort of distract from what was going on. Because the whole way I got into this little back and forth stuff was Melody and Martell and the Scotts were having it out.
Mm-hmm.
And they threw me in the midst with a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to put a lie there about me like that questions my character the way what you said did, I don't know how you figured I wasn't going to respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do respond, you have a problem with it. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
But like I said, you know, people are going to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
And a lie spreads faster than the truth.
That's very true. Did you? I know we didn't see it air. I'm not sure if you filmed or hasn't aired yet. Have you had the chance, or do you get the chance to address Marcel about those allegations, or is that even addressed this season?
No, I have not filmed the same scene with him, and I don't see any reason for me to.
Okay.
You know, I will say that, you know, I film confessionals too.
Yeah.
But what I noticed was we would see other people in their confessions talking about me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's the point right there. And speaking of Marcel's brother and Maurice's brother, were you surprised? Well, one, did you know that he was going to film? And then two, were you surprised that he filmed this season?
I did not know about the scene that had been filmed until afterwards.
Like after it aired or after it was filmed?
After it was filmed. And when it was brought to my attention that it had happened, I went to production and I expressed my concerns. You know, it had been a situation where I had actually had to go to my local police station and make them aware of some stuff that was going on because this individual kept going live saying that he was in my hometown. And out of concern for my safety, they had officers patrolling by my home at night, you know. For the first time, I own a firearm. I never owned a firearm. But, you know, my brother told me, he said, well, listen, Van, this is the way this works. If a person wants to act like they're crazy, you have to prepare to handle them like they're crazy. And when he said that, that convinced me, okay. Because, like I said, I never owned a firearm. But, you know, I expressed my concerns to production. I told them everything that I just said. And I also told them, you know, that if you all are willing to give this individual who has been saying these awful, terrible things about my child and about me, and you're going to give them a national platform to continue to bully, then, you know, I'm going to dot my I's and cross my T's.
What was production?
So if something should happen where I have to defend myself by any means necessary, it's going to be documented that I brought this to your attention.
Wow. So what was production's response as far as like when you talked about your concern?
The person that I first spoke to about it, they actually started crying. And they were like, we didn't know. We didn't know, and no one should be treated like that. And I know that very day that person made a call to someone that was a little higher up than they were and explained to them what was going on. So I was really hoping by her response to it that scene would have gotten cut, that it would not have aired. But once I got back in my office that Monday, I followed the whole conversation up with an email, and I CC'd other people on it because I wanted to have a paper trail, you know, showing that I did bring this concern to the people that I had access to bring the concern to. And, you know, if they didn't handle it properly, or if something came out of it, I wanted it to be known that I did express my concerns.
I am so sorry that you are going through this to the point that you even have to do restraining orders to protect yourself. Like, are you okay? This is like beyond the show, and this is concerning.
Well, now, you know, I'm okay, because the fact of the matter is, and I say this all the time, I'm not going to live in fear. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to live in fear. I'm not going to be bullied. You know, you're not going to think you have something to hold over me and try to control what I do and what I don't do. Yeah. That's just not who I am. I mean, you know, we're getting ready to go in the 5th season. I haven't seen a video yet. Have you?
No. You know? I try. I do get tagged in a lot of it, and I honestly don't even watch it because it just raises my blood pressure, so I don't.
Yeah, you know, and that's how the whole thing started. You know, a lie about there was a videotape out there of me, you know. And like I said, we're in 5th season. I haven't seen a videotape yet, so.
Wow. So what do you hope that maybe this new 5th season, and I do want to ask you a lot more the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville, but with this being a serious thing, especially with their brother and you even involving authorities in this, like, how, like, what do you want to happen with him, like, moving forward for the new season?
I don't have anything to say about him. He's not a factor in my life. He's irrelevant, you know, in my life. There's no connection between us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it comes down to that, I don't think anything about him.
Well, more so not think about him, but like maybe how is his involvement with the show? Because you got introduced this season, right? So are you hoping that this will be the last of it and we don't see him next season? Or are you just, you don't care if he films next season?
Well, I think it would be very wise of them not to film him again. But if they do, what am I going to do? You know, I can't stop it if that's what they decide to do. But like I said, I'm not going to live in fear. Yeah. I'm not going to be bullied. And the fact of the matter is, you know, this show is on the OWN network. You know, Miss Oprah, she might not be the owner or have, you know, majority shares in it anymore. But when you hear the name OWN, you have a higher expectation of what kind of content you're going to be getting. So, you know, I think fans got upset when they, you know. So if nothing else, because they like ratings, they might make some different decisions going forward.
Well, yes, we're going to talk about that because there have been some conversations around, I think, the direction of the show. I heard it on Marcus. I heard it on Carlos's podcast that he was interested in taking it to a different, or to the original direction. You know, are they saying does Miss Fan have a special person in her life?
I do.
Ooh.
I do. But you all will never see him. You will never know anything about it. He's very understanding, and you know, he has no desire to be in the spotlight unless, you know, that's a place where I want to put him.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So he sounds like he's been a friend for a while. What is his thoughts on the brother situation and the harassment that you're experiencing?
I spent a lot of nights talking him out of doing something, that would get him in trouble. Okay?
Yeah.
Because his thing was, you know, because I would say, you know, just don't even let it bother you. Don't even let it bother you. And he sat me down and he said this, and it was true. He said, look, I'm a man. And a real man, first of all, wouldn't handle a woman the way this guy's trying to handle you. And he said, but guys like that, he said, what they do is when they don't think you have somebody there to defend you, they'll attack. Mm-hmm. And he even said, you know, with Melody's situation, he said the only reason those people doing Melody like they're doing her is because Martell, her protection is not there. And, I'm just telling you how he sat me down and he explained it to me. And then once he explained it to me, I understood how he felt.
Yeah.
And he said, I would be less of a man to be in your life and let somebody handle you the way this person is trying to handle you. So, I sort of negotiated with him, so to speak. Okay, I'll go to the police station.
Yeah.
Okay, you and my brother are right. I will get a firearm. Okay, I will be more careful with my surroundings and things like that. So it was very hard for him not to get involved. But, I didn't want him to get in trouble because the person wasn't worth that.
Mm. And you have to do what you have to do on your part to protect yourself.
Excuse me, y'all. So, yeah, that's what Evangelist Nessa had to say. Look, again, I love Evangelist Nessa. I love her. Y'all know that. I love Evangelist Nessa, so I'm not finna gag Evangelist Nessa. I'm not. I ain't finna gag Evangelist Nessa the way I would probably gag Miss Wanda or Parliament chain smoking, um Caught 45 inventing ass Mammy Marlene. All right, I wouldn't do that. But listen, that's what she say. Again, I know I can't tell a woman how to feel. I know if a woman says she felt like this and that and the third, we supposed to stop, drop, and believe it, and all the rest of that stuff. And I'm gonna let Evangelist Nessa have it. Again, do I think that if the situation is deep enough to where she had to go out there and get a piece? No, I don't. Do I feel like Mark is gonna be somewhere lurking in the bushes with with damn binoculars, setting up around there, beating off to her sleeping and silent slumber every night? No, I don't. I feel like now I do feel like Mark didn't do himself any justice at the way he was, trying to convey his truth, his innocence, and so on and so forth. Like I say, I didn't agree with everything that he did, and I didn't agree with everything that he said. You know what I'm saying? But do I feel like Evangelist Nessa is putting 20 on 10? Hell, fuck yeah. My thing is, y'all mellow mutts always come under my comments, and y'all thing is, well, she's EP, so she needs to get them up off the show. My thing is, if there was all of these safety, again, I love Evangelist Nessa, and I ain't calling her no liar. I ain't calling her no liar. Like I say, she can do no wrong in my eyes. I ain't calling her no liar. But if I'm on the show and Joy Sand told me that there was something serious of that nature going on, and she felt her life was in danger in any type of capacity, my mama would not be on the show. Not to mention, I wouldn't be on the goddamn show no more. Me nor my mom feel safe. Y'all are bringing this man up here who is deranged and unhinged and all of the rest of this stuff that y'all are sitting here saying that he is. So not only will I not be filming for no damn fourth season, my ass nor my mama's ass will be back for a fifth fucking season. And another thing, this is very serious because again, I'm not calling Evangelist Nessa no lie. So my thing would to the production would be, well, what the hell do y'all got going on around here? Because this is a very serious claim, and if this stuff is really happening, Evangelist Nessa will have a case on y'all because she came to y'all with concerns, and not only did y'all pay it and pay it dust, y'all went on ahead and filmed it, let it be filmed, let it be seen, and all of the rest of this stuff. So it's just like y'all like these stories that y'all are I'm not because again, I ain't calling Evangelist Nessa no liar. All right, fine. I believe every word of what Mama Nessa said that she did. I believed her when she said she went and filed the police report. I believed her when she said she went and got her damn revolver with a shell catcher or a sawed off or a nine or a Uzi or a Tech 9 or an AK-47 all up under her skirt You understand? I believe every word she say. She went out and got crystal nunchucks. I believe every word of it. Every word of it. She went out and got her brass knuckles. I believe every word of it. And then shout out to Evangelist Nessa for having a man. Shout out to you, Evangelist Nessa. Go on ahead and get your ankles knocked loose, Miss Girl. I'm down for it. And you say that he a man. But my thing is, what type of man is he that he would still sit up here and first of all, fuck what you say. If that was my mama and my daddy was still alive, and somebody was doing all of this stuff that you say that you was doing to the point where you had to go to the police and buy firearms and shit, there is no such thing as, well, I had to talk him out of doing this and out of doing that. Hell no, fuck you. I don't know what you're talking about. See, a real man would never allow his woman to be left out in the den of fire. He wouldn't give a shit what she said. Ain't no way in hell some man, another man, will be coming up here doing any type of threats or doing any type of harassment or anything of any kind, and he not do a goddamn thing about it. But that's fine. Evangelist Nessa, because again, I take your word for it. I believe every word you say. I'm glad that you talked your man up off the ledge like Tina Marie. And he ain't do nothing crazy. Shout out to you. I'm just saying, Evangelist Nessa. I mean, people can poke holes and people can say this and people can say that. But I'm choosing to turn a blind eye and I'm choosing to believe every single solitary word of what she said. The same way I chose to believe Mark, I'm choosing to believe Evangelist Nessa. You know why? Because I believe there's truth in both of their stories, just like I believe it's lies, fairy tales, falsehoods, and bullshit in both of their damn stories. Okay? I'm an equal opportunist around here. Y'all can't get mad at me, girl. All right? Like again, I say, these are serious accusations. And if it's this serious, I don't understand why OWN didn't take it seriously. And I don't understand why Melodrama would still be up here filming with her damn mama for the rest of season 4 or even filming for a season 5. And another thing, because it's all this iron woman to hear me roar, and you're not gonna stop me, and you're not gonna bully me, and you're not gonna harass me, and you're not gonna do this, and you're not gonna do that, and so on and so forth. I mean, has Mark still been making videos and stuff? Because I really haven't been checking. You know what I'm saying? No shade to Mark, but I really haven't been checking. Has he been talking about her more still? Has he still been saying stuff to her still, or whatever the case may be? Does anybody know? Has anybody been around there? Because I haven't. Let me know. But that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Like I say, I ain't finna say too much. I'm gonna let Evangelist Nessa have it because what she said was what she said, and she said that's what happened. Even though she still filmed for the rest of season 4, and she's still filming for season 5 after she said she went and did this and told this in production, blah 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 blah. And that's another thing. Y'all listen, when you get on reality TV, this is what happens. All right, you gonna go through some stuff like this, child. Like, but is it really reality TV fault? I mean, I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments. I mean, I love Evangelist Nessa. I'm not gonna say too much. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, y'all. And yeah, I'm gone. Bye.